Okay, this is part two. We're further down on the Silver River. We are at the Silver River Trading Post. And I don't know what the heck the building is behind it, but we're going to find out. This is an abandoned... I'm not sure if this was something that you would have looked at from the glass bottom boat, which the glass bottom boats don't come up here anymore, or if this was part of, some sort of a separate part of the state park, and or the park at the time. It wasn't a state park, and you would have just come up here and toured these old buildings. There's a bunch of cabins. Look like I don't know what you want to say, tiki huts, but kind of. They got thatched roofs on them. I don't know if they were supposed to look like replicas of Indian chickees, but they're certainly not chickees. Not even replicas of chickees. And this is very old and very abandoned. And this was never a real thing. This was a replica. Tourist type deal. Well, that's new. That's a broken down tackle box. But this is just a facade, so this would have just been the view from the river. There's some building back in there we're going to go check out in a minute, but I'm not sure what that is. But you can see that there's no back to this, there's no inside to it, it's just something to be looked at from the river. Much like what Disney started out with at Magic Kingdom with their the Frontierland part of it, where you go through with the train ride and you see all the fake crocodiles and everything. Very similar idea. Here's these chickees, or whatever kind of cabins they were. If you had a trading post, you'd have to have it in Indian territory, and you would have to have it near an area where Indians lived to trade with them. Also, of course, you would have traded with the frontiers people, whoever those might have been. You get the thatched roofs. I guess maybe from the river these would have looked like something, but you can see that all of them, none of them are enclosed on four sides, because this side you wouldn't have seen from the river. There's an old speaker. That's very cool. That would have been part of the show. Nice. That's nice. So we're going all the way through this quote-unquote village of whatever kind of dwellings these are meant to represent. So that we can get to the other side of this and see something else that's over here. I don't know what they are. I mean, they were marked. They have some sort of interesting markings to them. I don't know what they were, but I want to find out. Some sort of a clearing back here. There's some fencing. There's some stay out of it fencing. And again, the back ends are all open. That's a road. Obviously you would need a road to come back up here and maintain this display. Okay, now we're going to come out of the village and come over into this area that we saw coming up. It's marked. Apparently the locals can get back in here because there's an old tire. Yeah, these are some sort of foundations, but we have no idea what they're for, what they were about. Barrel loops, bands that would wrap around the barrel and reinforce it. No idea what these were. These may be some sort of real markings and not some sort of displays, or they may have been a display of archaeology. There's a very round concrete ball. Yes, it says site A9. No idea what that means. But this is roped off and sectioned off like you would an archaeological site. A grid. Yeah, I think this must have been made to represent an archaeological dig. You have the sites, you have the grids, you have the sifters. These are sifters that you would sift the sand or soil through so that you could see the the artifacts. The artifacts would come up, the Indian heads, whatever, the pottery shards, whatever the case might be. But these are all over the place. And this is a two-man version of that. You have handles on either side, you have handles on the end, and sift the sand through it. And then these would have gone on these ropes. So that would have made the sifting easier. So, extremely exquisitely cool place. And we're going to go back up and see what that last structure was. But for now, we're going to put this on pause.